Senador. Time and money is running out for Philippine World War II veterans. Philippine diplomats are calling on Filipino-Americans to help make sure that the manongs do not pass without receiving the benefits that they deserve. Nasa Alexandria, Virginia po si Rodney Haleco. Rodney.
Yes, Jill, the U.S. Senate voted 60 to 35 to pass an amendment to the Supplemental Appropriations Act of 2010. If the House of Representatives agrees with the Senate move, it would provide as much as $67 million for lump sum payments to Filipino World War II veterans. Hawaii Senator Danielle Inouye introduced the amendment because this fund is now almost fully used up, voting well along party lines with 3 Republicans joining Democrats to vote for our Filipino veterans. The amendment proposes to use savings from federal construction projects to the Veterans Equity Fund. Ambassador Winnie Gaha appealed to the Vietnam community to show support for the amendment and to call the congressmen so that the bill also passes in the House of Representatives. President Obama signed the law last year that set aside $198 million for the Filipino Veterans Equity Fund. That amount, however, was based on the assumption there are only 18,000 surviving Filipino World War II veterans in the U.S. and Philippines. But nearly 40,000 had applied for the lump sum benefit. Only 12,000 got paid, and there are still 14,000 waiting to get the lump sum, but only $10 million is left from the fund. Jel.
Maraming salamat sa iyo. That was Rodney Haleco reporting from Alexandria, Virginia. May 10,000 of Filipino World War II veterans that applied for lump sum payments are being rejected mainly because their names could not be found in the official U.S. roster, the so-called mystery list. At ayon po kay Steve Angeles, isang demanda ang isinampa sa San Francisco kaninang umaga, kaugnay nito. Steve.
In San Francisco this morning, Filipino World War II veteran advocates filed a lawsuit in federal court. They're demanding that the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs changes the way it approves bill debts filing their lump sum payments.
Concerning big denial of my claim.
Ciriaco Cruz is one of the lead plaintiffs in the case. He is among an estimated 11,000 veterans that were denied lump sum payments because their names did not appear on the Missouri list, a list used to keep track of military personnel during World War II.
It's pretty much stated, and I think it is a continuing injustice to our cause. I am a valid veteran, but they denied my claim on the basis that I have no record at Missouri.
Advocates say other records that contain names of other veterans were lost, while some veterans did not put their names on the list because of fear of the Japanese. The lawsuit asked the VA to use other documents, such as certificates from the Philippine government and U.S. Army discharge records to verify the service.
So they've served in the U.S. Army, and they say they've served in the Army, and people confirm they served in the Army, and many of them were conscripted into the U.S. Army. There's 200,000 men that fought in the Philippines. There's precious few survivors, and for those survivors to suffer the indignity of what our Veterans Administration is forcing them to is just dead wrong.
For now, vets can appeal the denial of their lump sum payments by filing a notice of disagreement with the VA and supplying additional documents. A lengthy process for these veterans. Jel?
Maraming salamat sa iyo, Steve Angeles. At kapatid, kasama po natin ngayon sa ating studio, Coordinator for the Justice for Filipino-American Veterans, or JFAV, Mr. Ago Pedalito, and Mrs. Maria Galang, widow of a Filipino veteran. Mrs. Galang is also the president of the Association of Widows, Advocates, and Relatives for Equality. Welcome to Balita America.
Thanks for inviting us.
Okay, sundan po natin kapamilya kay Ago. Kung inyo pong maaalala, dito po sa ating newscast ng Memorial Day, kasama natin si Ago, and nabanggit mo noon that you are filing, your group is filing a lawsuit against the Veterans Affairs Office or Department dahil dito sa pag-deny ng payments para sa ating mga manong. And ito, meron lang tayong balita dito, yung Cochet, Petrie, and McCarthy Law Offices po kapamilya, kasama rin po ang Pensingo Law Office para similar lawsuit against the VA. Ano ang reaction mo sa development nito, Ago?
Well, we welcome the move. It's very strategic actually. And it also shows that there's an increased awareness within the community. Pero ang punto lang namin, ito ipapile within California. Very strategic na ipile namin ito sa Washington, D.C. Just recognize na yung initial steps ng litigation should go on through with the lobbying sa mga gamit natin ito. But definitely we do support this.
So yung ipafile yung kaso, ito ipafile sa Washington DC, ganun ba yun?
Exactly.
And is there a way by which these two can be consolidated somehow?
Hindi, nung kinausap namin yung mga abogado, very strategic na magkaibang kaso
Alright.
at different time.
Mas magiging maganda ang kahihinatnan kapag ganito yung strategy ninyo.
That's true. And actually, one case adds credit to the other.
Alright. Kapamilya, isa pong hiwalay na demanda ang balak namang iharap ng mga widow o palo ng mga veterans. Kasama po natin ngayon si Mrs. Galang at ito po sa inyong demandang ipaglalaban po ninyo, yung po makukuha ninyong pensyon, hindi po ba para sa mga balo. Ito po sa palagay nyo mas magiging matakas sa kaso ninyo kaysa kung ikukumpara naman ninyo dito sa mga na-deny na veterans po?
Palagay ko po,
Bakit po?
sapagkat katulad ng aking
Eto ba yung asawa ninyo?
katulad ng asawa ko, siya ay naggerilya. Ngayon, namundok sila at ang kinahinatnan niya ay nagkasakit ng malaria. And ngayon, nalipat siyang bilang Philippine Scout. Ngayon, doon naman sa Philippine Scout, napagod din siguro siya. Ngayon, nagkaroon naman ng cancer. At yun ang kanyang ikinamatay.
Pero sa palagay niyo po ay magiging maganda ang kahihinatnan nitong inyong pinaglalaban. Pero ang tanong din po ng iba dito, paano po kung halimbawa namatay din yung balo? Kasama rin po ba sa hinihingi ninyo itong yung kung sino man yung mga anak o closest relative ang makatanggap ng benepisyong dapat mapunta doon sa balo?
Palagay ko po, mas maganda kung mapupunta sa anak namin.
Okay, you want to add anything?
Well, for one thing, yung sa mga balo, yung constitutionality, equal protection clause under the Constitution. Kung nabigyan mo nga yung mga namatay, bakit yung mga naiwanan hindi? Then pagdating sa legal heirs, yung ipupush namin legislation, it actually includes the veterans, the widows, and the legal heirs. So mahabang na pa na ito.
So kayo rin ba mag-represent para sa mga balo na ito?
Yes.
Sa kanilang kaso?
Yung JFAB, yung AWARE, and then, but the litigation itself will be pushed by the Migrant Heritage Commission headed by Attorney Valera, based sa Washington, D.C.
Okay. Bakit kailan po pwedeng isampa itong lawsuit na ito para sa mga widows?
Isagap pa yung kaso ng mga sa veterano within the month, tapos after nun, isusunod natin yung mga balo. Just recognize na yung validity nung sa mga balo, dependent rin sa pagkapanalo nung sa mga veterano. So kung manalo man yung kaso na isang pa this morning, mas lalaki na yung chance na manalo ang mga kaso na ito.
Alright. Kapamilya, kung ikaw po ay isang veterano na deny sa lump sum claim mo, o kaya byuda ka ng isang veterano, hindi natikman ang benepisyo ito, please contact Ago Vedaliso, ang ating bisita dito, or the Justice for Filipino-American Veterans. Ang kanilang telepono, 213-241-0995, or email him at unrecognizedvets@yahoo.com. Maraming salamat, Ago, at maraming salamat po, Mrs. Galang, sa inyong pagbisita dito. Sana manalo kayo. At lahat po ng mga balo, lahat ng mga manong natin.
Lahat ng ito ang kailangan natin sa panahon ito.
Okay.
Maraming salamat.
Narito po ang Balita Amerika para sa inyo. Maraming salamat. Kapamilya,